Okay. I'm gonna be working in my April Listers Got a List book. Just gathering all my junk and sorting it. Just try to see what I've got going on. Hello. Hi, Larissa. How are you? Hi, Allie. I am just sorting out all of the junk that I threw on my desk to work with, so that we can get started. Get my bearings, see where I want to put things. Hi, Drea. I am working in my April Listers Got a List book today, so I still have my pile of goodies from the Reset Girl Friday collection, and that's kind of what I'm just sorting through here, seeing what I've got going on. It was all in a big pile on my desk with some other stuff, so just getting that all together. Hello, hi. I'm so excited. My new lighting system just arrived today, so Cody helped me quickly set it up before we started today. So if at any point the lighting... Hi, Marsh! Hi! My biggest fan. If at any point the lighting looks a bit odd, make sure you let me know, because we're still working on getting like all of our settings and everything down. But I will say, at least on my end of things, the lights are so much smaller and just as powerful, if not more powerful. So it's going to be really nice to not have those huge lights everywhere. Plus, look how cool this is. I'm able to control my lights with a remote now, instead of having to like stand up and turn them on. So I can easily just like turn them off or turn them on. And then I can change like the brightness and the temperature of them and stuff. So if you couldn't tell, I'm really excited about that. All right. I really need to decorate the front page, so maybe I'll do that today. Oh, you know what? I am gonna step away for just like 2 seconds. I'm gonna grab some book paper and a few other little vintage goodies that I know I like to play with in here. So just one quick second. I'll leave you open to a pretty page. There you go. Be right back. I have a few drawers where I just keep all of like my vintage goodies. So I keep this pile. This is like my quick grab pile, and then my quick grab tray for things like this where I don't have anything in particular that I want to use, but I know I want to use some of my vintage goodies. I can easily just like grab them and bring them over to my desk. Need to make space for this, because if you saw the photo that I posted on Instagram saying like, we're going live in 30 minutes. Oh, thank you. It's from Hobby Lobby, and with the coupon, it's 40% off. Oh, can't go wrong. I love it so much. When I posted that photo and I was like, we're going live in 30 minutes, and my desk had like mounds of stuff all over it, that was an actual photo 30 minutes ago. And I didn't actually start moving all that stuff until like 10 minutes ago. So it all went from this desk to that desk. So we have piles everywhere, but I'm okay with it. Hi, Pamela. All right. Every like stream day before I start streaming, I feel like I run around crazy. So then when I sit down, I'm like hot and out of breath and probably sound like I've been running, but I haven't. I've just been getting things set up. I didn't ever finish this one, and I'm not going to today, but I will go back and finish it. I want to type up some more words and print them out and like create more of a collage-y type thing, but I don't want to waste our time here typing, so I'm just going to move on to number 6, which I believe is in here somewhere. Let's see, we have 17 and 18. So how are you guys today? What has your day been like, and what are you currently working on, or are you just like watching / listening? Fill me in on what's going on in your life. Oh yeah, of course. So the Reset Girl, her name is Corey. This April is actually the 4-year anniversary of her, I guess you could call it like a challenge type project. She puts out a list each month of prompts, and then you use those prompts and create lists. So like the one that I had you guys on earlier is my work history. And so then you just like, you can just do a simple list, or like I do, I decorate and make like a little layout around the prompt. And then for this particular month, I typed up my lists and printed them out, and I'm just cutting them out and putting them in. Sometimes I handwrite, just depends on like the style you're going for, but I felt like my typewriter font really matched the theme I was working with. So that's all it is. And then her collection is a digital collection. This one's called Girl Friday, and it's just like all of these little bits and pieces. And I just purchased that in her online store and then printed it all out. Let me know if you have like other specific questions. I'd be happy to share more about it. Crazy work day. Ugh, goodness, I know how those go. Oh, you're you're getting to watch a stream with a 4-year-old monkey on your lap. That's multitasking at its finest. What else do you guys have going on? Oh goodness, exercising and whew. Oh, did you scrap lift? Which one? And did you share it on Instagram? If so, tag me in it so that I can see what it looks like. I love seeing the things you guys make. Organizing digital project life layouts. Ooh, is that fun or is it tedious and like boring? Those things are always like right on the line. Sometimes I really enjoy things like that, and sometimes they're like I put them off till the end so that I don't have to work on them. Hey, Mandy. Oh goodness, you're hardly late at all. I spend the first like 10 minutes figuring my life out anyway. Okay. Planning stuff and deleting photos from your phone. I need to delete photos from my phone so badly, but I haven't backed them all up yet, so I'll get to that eventually. Where's my paper trimmer? I think it's lost in the mess. Oh no, it's actually where it belongs. I'm totally one of those people that loses things when I put them where they belong. I'm so used to them just being everywhere. Oh, you love it. Okay, good. I'm glad that it's a fun task for you. Let's see. Oh, I love the way that layout turned out. I can't wait to see the way yours turned out if you decide to share it. If it's not a layout you feel like sharing, but you want to send me like a direct message on Instagram of the photo of it, wouldn't mind that either. I get that. I create things sometimes that I don't feel like sharing, and some people are like, oh, I'd love to see that. And I'm like, ooh, wasn't really planning on sharing. I think I'm going to chop that in half if I... It's so hard to tell sometimes where I'm actually going to be cutting. Aha! We did it. I did not chop off any of my words. I knew that was going to happen. I should not. I should not have tried that. We have a piece that my paper trimmer just ate. Oh, no worries. The hashtag is MIMCraftyStream. So whatever you guys are working on while we're crafting together tonight, if you feel like sharing, I would love to see. And you can use that hashtag both on your feed and in your stories. So even if you're posting just in your stories, you can use the hashtag MIMCraftyStream, and then we'll all be able to check out everyone's posts. And if you aren't on your phone and you want to see it visually, it is right there where my finger is, right on the screen. Okay. This one's a really short. I don't have very much to say about this prompt. So I only have a couple of things. So it's probably going to be kind of decorative heavy. Decoration heavy? Decorative heavy? You know, something along those lines. Whatever I'm trying to say. I always have a problem with words when I start streaming. It's like I lose my skills of speaking when I start streaming. I like this, but it blends in with this background a bit much, so I think I'm going to find another pattern to put back here so that I can put this on the top. We have near us. Have this here and it'll work perfectly. Oh, it's almost even cut down to size. Nice. I'm just going to make a mark where I want to trim, and then I'm going to trim it to fit. And if you guys were not here on Sunday, or you haven't had the chance to see my announcement on Instagram yet, I am very excited to share that I now have stream subscriptions available. And this is a new concept for not only me, but all of you guys as well, I'm sure. So any questions that you have, whether or not you've seen the Instagram announcement, let me know while we're streaming today, and I'd be happy to answer them in more depth. That should fit. I just realized I didn't really trim any of the other sides, so it could be a little crooked, but I'm not worried about it. Hi, Caitlin. You can lump him in with the ladies. He's probably pretty used to that. There are 4 of us in this house or apartment. 2 of them are cats, but both of the cats and then me, obviously. So we're 3 girls, 1 boy, and then I have 3 sisters. So Cody's pretty used to being amongst a group of ladies. Probably about right. A little crooked. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It's fine. Yes, we have 2 cats. They're both girls. And they're pretty much my children. I treat them like children. As in, like, they get everything and anything a cat could ever possibly want. I'm thinking, I don't know which side I want to use. I think I want to use this side, but I want to do a torn edge right here. Yes, thank you for asking. She is feeling 100 times better. So she's still on the steroids, but we're starting to lower her dose. And she's in a much better mood. So yeah, ever since that one day where I was like running around dealing with cat craziness, she has been good to go. So it's a very happy thing around this house. Our other cat is like a brick. She does not get sick. I don't even know how to explain it other than to just say she is a brick. She's crazy in a good way. Our cats have a lot of attitude also. Animal attitude is some of the best. It's so funny. I'm an animal person. I love all animals. We, since we're in an apartment complex, we can't currently have any dogs. So we're with cats right now, which I do not mind. I'm definitely a cat lady. But we do plan on getting a dog once we move into a house. So I'm excited about that. Oh, I know. Isn't it the worst? Hi, Crystal. I get that. I'm a dog lady without a dog currently. I'm really just an animal person all around. Like any animal I can have, I will have, and I want to have. When I was growing up, we had, what did we have? We had 5 rats, 2 cats, 3 ducks, 3 dogs, and a fish. Or maybe we had 2 fish. I don't remember. We lived on a lot of land, and we just had animals all over the place, and it was the best. Oh my goodness. 4 cats and 2 dogs. That's wonderful. I don't know what kind of dog we'll get, honestly. Cody and I have differing opinions on sizes of dogs, and we're animal rescuers, so kind of depends on whatever is available at the shelter and like the dogs that are in need of a home at that time. So kind of we'll just see as it goes. Why the rats? Rats actually are wonderful pets. I know a lot of people are like grossed out by rodents. I am not. My family is not. I think we're all kind of animal people. And rats are amazing animals and pets. They are super smart. They're really affectionate. And similar to like dogs and cats, when they have their human, they really love their human. So yeah, that's why the rats. I know, yeah, I'm really passionate about being against purchasing animals. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that. I think that there are circumstances for everything, but I would say yeah, I'll leave it at that. Oh my goodness. I love golden retrievers. They are the cutest things ever, and they have such wonderful personalities. I feel like I'm yelling at you guys now. I'm sorry. I get really excited when I start talking about animals. That's another thing we can use MIM Crafty Stream for. Feel free to share photos of your pets with me. Okay, I'm glad. Yeah, I feel like finding another person that has had rats for a pet can be kind of rare. But also, like, if you've never had rats as a pet, I feel like it's one of those animals, like, why would you have that as a pet? And then, like, if you haven't had one as a pet, you don't get it. Does that make sense? Like, it's hard to explain unless you've had one or you've seen someone else that has one so that you can see how they interact with humans and things like that. Oh, we had lots of hamsters growing up. One of them actually didn't have any legs, so he was just kind of like, we called him Stubby. I think that was his name, Stumpy. Was it Stumpy or Stubby? Because he had little stubs, but he didn't have legs, and he would just kind of like worm around, and he was the sweetest little guy ever. I love that. Love that little guy. What else do you guys have? Oh, a chameleon. You want a chameleon. We had lizards and like other animals of the other reptiles in the lizard family, but never a chameleon. They're really neat. Oh my gosh, I love pit bulls. My dad has one. My stepmom has one. Um, and we had one of the best dogs we've ever had in my entire life was a pit bull Rottweiler mix. And she was so smart and so sweet and just like, ugh, I miss her. I think a lot of people, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just sorting through these, trying to find something that catches my eye because you guys know when I first start, I have to like get back into my groove. I haven't crafted since Sunday stream, so I'm a little like out of sorts with it. I think a lot of people associate rats with like the sewage system, whatever I'm trying to say. Yeah, if you're able to get past that part of it and think of them more as like house animals. But I get it. Some people just really cannot stand like mice and rats and things like that, and I get it. I'm not an insect person at all. I don't like them. I don't want to look at them. I don't even like thinking about them, so I understand that. Oh yeah, my grandpa had a snake. We named her, what did we name her? Snakey. You know, super original. She was a sweetheart. Oh my gosh, yes, please add the hashtag to that photo, Mandy, so that I can see it because I am so excited. That's how I was with our rats. I actually really like this one. Um, they're probably one of the animals that I like talk the most about because they had that much of an impact on like I guess my life growing up. They're just incredible. I can't think of any examples right now because I'm on the spot, but they're just so smart and wonderful. Oh, we had a mini turtle also. Maybe she wasn't mini. Actually, it was a boy. I don't think he was mini, but was he a turtle or a tortoise? No, tortoises get huge, right? So he was a turtle. And he was really mean actually, but we loved him anyway. I'm glad somebody else is enjoying the name Snakey. I have an idea for these labels that I'm really excited about. I want to do like a full background of just labels. So I'm going to set those aside so that they're like in front of my face and I remember to do that. And then we have our honeys and our flowers. Okay. I feel like I'm getting there, guys. Prompts. And then circles. Let me put these prompts over here. Oh my goodness, Merlin. What a good name, actually, for a turtle. I feel like that's a really good name. These labels that I just showed, yes, these are part of the Girl Friday collection. I printed these ones on clear sticker paper, but I also have a sheet right here, just printed on 80-pound cover stock. I want to use some of these circles. I didn't use them last time because I didn't want to cut them out, but I'm thinking I want to use them this time. And instead of using that banner with that pattern, I'm going to go for the circle with that pattern because I think it'll fit better on this page. I seem to remember that my circle punch is too big. Yes. I'm just going to quickly fussy cut this circle, which I am terrible at, but you won't be able to tell from far away, so it'll be fine. Okay. Keep that out. Let's see what we can put together here. That's gonna blend in with the background, so we'll hold off on that. I like this little thing, but again, it's really similar to a lot of the other colors that I'm picking out, so maybe, let's see. Ooh, I wish I had this one on clear sticker paper. That would look really cool. Let's see what we do have. I like that note thing. That's too much of the same color. I don't really feel like using that. I'm gonna cut out this one right here to pull in more of that teal color. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I know we had this conversation about the difference between teal and turquoise, but I have already forgotten. Teal is more green, turquoise is more blue. Is that correct? So then in that case, this would be a turquoise label. I just chopped off like half of that corner. So that should probably be the one that I cover with something else that you can't tell. There we go. Okay, good. I'm glad I got that right. So I guess I didn't totally forget. I'm thinking like that, and then we'll put this kind of crooked again, or as well. And maybe this guy somewhere over here as well. I'm just feeling really layery today. I like that. And again, I'm trying to figure out how to... Ugh. This keeps sticking to the paper in case you're wondering. I'm not just having a super difficult time. Oh, that's a good way to remember it. I need things like that to remember the differences between things. But yes, that will help me a lot. Thank you. I need something else on this page. It feels really empty. And then I think I'm going to put a honey on this page somewhere. What else can we use? Let's pick out our honey first. Hi Pook. Did you make your own account? You did. Okay. Ooh, she's cute. Look at her dress. Ooh, I like her too with her neck scarf. Ooh, look at how sassy this lady is. Ooh, I think I like her, but I think I might chop her legs off because I don't like her shoes. Plus, she's kind of huge compared to the small page that I'm going to put her on. Bella is my cat niece. And she is very sassy. Yeah, her shoes are just not, they're not that bad, but I'm not loving them. So I was thinking about kind of just putting her off the page a little, and then I'll end up chopping the tips of her feet off, and then these will kind of just blend in, but then her head won't end up in my text up there, which is kind of what I'm trying to avoid. So that's where I think I'm going with this. Let me fussy cut her. Yeah, we share our sassiness. Now we begin the tedious process of fussy cutting the honeys. Because you guys already know that once I get through fussy cutting this honey, I'm going to put her down and I'm going to be like, I think I changed my mind and I want to use a different one. Because if that's not the most Susanna thing to ever do, I don't know what else is. Don't need to be as like quiet and focused as I am. For some reason, when I fussy cut, I'm usually really quiet because I have to focus on like not chopping things off when I should be like cutting around them. But for some reason, the honeys are one of the easiest things for me to fussy cut. Or maybe it's just the things on clear sticker paper are the easiest. Now that I'm saying these things out loud, I'm realizing that it's probably the clear sticker paper. It's more forgiving. Also, I kind of gave her an egg-shaped head on accident, and I'm not going to fix it. Ah. Okay, good. Then it all works out. I don't even feel bad about giving her an egghead. Oh man, I need to focus. I almost just chopped off her fingers, you guys. She actually needs those. They're an integral part of her look. That sassy hand on her hip. Imagine if I just chopped those fingers right off. Goodness gracious. Dude's giving me a hard time. Okay. Thinking I'm gonna put her right there. And then like just chop off most of her shoes. Yes, she was a good choice. Let's stick her down before I change my mind. I'm just laughing at her legs like I know that this is totally just me laughing, but like her legs when I was going to put her down are like wiggling all over the place. It's been a long day, you guys. It's been a long day. I got my lights in today. Oh man, I got my lights in today, and then I realized that I needed a part in order to be able to use them tonight. And the closest place to us to get that part, well, we actually needed two things. Closest place is this place called Sammy's Cameras. It's basically like a camera store here in Southern California. And we went to Sammy's Cameras to grab these things really quickly before coming home and making dinner and eating dinner and then starting the stream. Oh my gosh, you guys. This place, first of all, when you walk in, was the most overwhelming store I've ever been in. And then they have like every department known to man. And it's like the people that work there only work in their specific department and they don't know anything about the store outside of that. So we walked in and I was like, hi, I'm looking for, and then I explained to them what I was looking for. And the guy directed me to the video department. And then I told the lady what I was looking for. And then she directed me to the pro department. And basically we went all around this store. And it was like 2 million degrees in there. There was like stuff everywhere. More stuff than I could ever comprehend in a very quick trip. It was quite the situation. They kept sending us everywhere until finally this very kind man saw that I was frustrated and overwhelmed and came and helped us. But I think that's why my brain is a little like flustered and off, because that was just a lot of human interaction and a lot of like overwhelm. Oh, are you? What part of SoCal are you in? It's called Sammy's Cameras. Yeah, so we first went to the film section, or the film department, because it was the first department by the door. And I was like, I don't even know, I just need to start somewhere so that they can tell me where I need to go. And he sent us to the video department, and then that lady sent us to the pro department. And then there was like a bunch of people just hanging out, like in the store, like an activity. It was a very strange situation. I don't have plans to go back there unless I absolutely have to. Nothing against the store. Like, you can order things online from them, and I'd be happy to do so. I just can't handle their store vibes. Oh, okay, yeah. I grew up in Southern California, so I'm very familiar with all the different areas. I have family all over the place. We are in Pasadena right now. I didn't think about the fact that that was grid and then the grid paper underneath it was going to show through, but it looks okay. I'm good with it. I'm going to hear this. Yeah, it's definitely a store that you go to because either you want to hang out because like you are a film person, like a camera person, or you go there because you need something like me and then you feel like you're out of place and should leave as soon as possible and run far away. Oh, we have a visitor. That's Fiona. She is very sassy and my sweet little angel. I'm one of those cat moms that thinks Fiona can do no wrong. She's like perfect in every way. Oh man, I feel like that in some grocery stores too. Her paws are great. And I should rephrase what I said. She can do no wrong until I think she's done wrong. And then she's definitely done wrong. But if somebody else accuses her, the chances of me agreeing are slim. Fiona, you have such a fan club, my girl. People love your paws. When I go out of town to like visit my mom or to go to doctor's appointments up there or anything, and I miss the girls, Cody, if he's down here, will send me pictures of their paws. It always makes my day. And I just realized that I can throw a journal card on here or like part of a journal card to fill in some of this space so that it's not so blank with just this tiny little journaling bit right here. She is a beaut. Today, oh, I have to show you guys. Only because I know that I have a bunch of animal people here with me today. Today I was setting up my lights or playing with them when I first got them, and she loves the sun. So I like turned the light up to really orange, and then, hold on, I think I need to decrease the brightness a little for you guys to be able to see. I turned the light really orange, and then I pointed it at her, and see that? She thought it was the sun. Oh, it's not focusing. But you get the point. She thought it was the sun, and she was like really excited and just like looked at it like such a little angel. I can't get it to focus on her. But I'm sure you guys were able to get what I was aiming for you to get. Cody's family dogs are collies, and one of them, she has huge paws, and the hair on her paws are like little, she looks like she has little Grinch toes, because you know how the Grinch, oh my gosh, my nails are getting worse, you guys. Yes, I know. You know how like the Grinch toes, his hair goes out like way beyond his fingertips, and it's just like everywhere? That's what her paws look like, and it's the greatest thing. We call them her little Grinch toes. Ooh, this one's cute. A little too much pink, but I'm going to use that in an upcoming layout, I think. What?
Other one is here.
Oh no, we have the other one. This is Ellie. Here are her tiny paws. Ellie, look. Look up here. Oh, bring her. Look up here. There she is. She's very tiny. She's like the most petite little thing you've ever seen. She looks like she's a kitten, but she is not. She's like, how old is she? 4 or 5? 5. This one's cute. I'm so excited that we're not the only ones that call them Grinch toes. Yeah, Mandy's dog's toes get like that, and they call them Grinch toes. Do you trim her Grinch toe hairs? Or do you just leave them? Like, trim them as in, like, grooming, you know? You know what I'm saying. Me? Cody's laughing at me. I don't know. It felt weird saying, like, do you trim her toes? Like, I didn't want anybody thinking that I meant, do you... Never mind. I do not condone cutting your dog's toes, okay? I'm just trying to...
Why would anyone think you were saying that?
I don't know. When you're saying things on live internet, your brain gets really worried that you're going to say something that somebody's going to take out of context. And then the people watching it on YouTube later in the replay are going to think you're a terrible human. I don't know. Wait, is this your brick? What brick? What are we talking about? What? I'm very confused by the brick. Yes, when she gets groomed every few months. Cody, that was to you. Oh yeah, I bet if her fur gets to be too much and then it like folds over when she's on the tile, I bet she just goes sliding everywhere. You guys know that now, because I'm going to tell you, the easiest way to distract me so I will never get anything done is to talk about animals. That one's cute. I like the green because it matches her belt. This one, I like this one, but it just doesn't feel like it's working. Oh, yes, now I understand. That is the brick. She is our brick. She's also, cats are so like finicky. She only likes attention when she wants attention, and it's usually from Cody only. She's very much a daddy's girl, as we call her. That's cute. And then Fiona is my girl. She is obsessed with me, and it's wonderful. I feel so loved. Ooh, okay, I like this. I'm liking this. I think I'm gonna lift this a little to overlap so that it feels like it flows a little more. Something like that. Yes, okay. The one thing I want to do before I adhere that is I think I want to add some washi to the back of it, like down here somewhere to give some interest to the page. So I'm going to do a wood grain, and then, let's see, these are just the ones that I have near me. Let's see what else we have. It's funny because when we go to the vet or something and we're talking about our second cat, Ellie, and I refer to her as a brick, the vets always know exactly what I mean. They're like, oh yeah, there's usually always one in the family. And I find that to be really funny. Because Fiona is always getting sick or not feeling well or having something go wrong for absolutely no reason. Poor girl. I don't know, I'm just not feeling any of these. About... Oh no. I bet he's very happy to give her her chilled wet food. Good night, Allie. Thanks for joining in. I'm glad you were here. Okay, here we go. This one. Yes. Oh, you guys. My brain is not functioning clearly. I just chose this to put back here, but it's the exact color as the lines in my paper, so that's not going to work. Oh, here we go. This is going to be a good one. Yes, this is the one we're going to go with. Hi, Carolee. We are talking about something that I know you can appreciate and have stuff to add to the conversation. We are talking about pets. Carolee has the cutest dogs. One day they might go missing and I may be dog sitting without her knowing. Just saying. My cats won't be too happy about it. Oh, you guys have probably heard Fiona screaming at me during the stream. She yells at me until she gets food as well. She has what we think, the vet thinks, is IBS. So basically like cat irritable bowel syndrome. So she has to eat little meals throughout the day. And then the steroids that she's on makes her think that she's like starving and is going to die if she doesn't eat at any moment. So she's just constantly yelling at me all day long about food. Oh no, Cody. Carolee's dogs are being bad and we have to take them. Darn. What a shame. He's pretending like he doesn't hear me. Also, our cats would be so angry if I brought home dogs. See, there is one in every family. There's always a brick. All right, and then now I can put this one on top of that. Yes. I'm doing some major washi layering right now, you guys, and I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm living life on the wild side. There. Put that. Well, maybe I put this over here. Up here. Yes. Feeling it. It's coming together. Oh my goodness, sounds like our house. Fiona has to have special prescription food as well. I'm really in a washi mode right now. Like the past week or two, I have been all about it. And probably because I've set a goal for myself to like start using my washi more because I have so much of it. Vinny just kind of exists. that, that just makes me beyond happy. I have a week of no pictures because you were sick, but you still want to document it. Where would you start? Okay. Documenting without pictures is actually extremely fun because it's like super freeing. I would start by picking out either the stories you want to tell or like the little moments you want to document. And then from there, I would probably pick out some supplies and I would just start documenting more in like, you could do a bunch of different ways. You could do, I don't know how you do your weekly documenting. If it's pocket pages, you could do a mix of decorative cards and then like little journaled cards where you talk about specific moments or stories. Similar to how you would if you were putting pictures in there, just focus more on the words than the pictures since you don't have them. If you're doing layouts, you could do the same thing with a scrapbook layout, honestly. I have created so many scrapbook and traveler's notebook layouts where I just don't use photos at all. And then just kind of go down your list of things you want to document from that week and start there. There you go. That's a good one too, to print photos of movies or shows you watched, books you read. Or if you were like texting with someone and you guys were having a fun conversation or a meaningful conversation, you could take screenshots. If anything, maybe the stream before last, I think it was, I included a screenshot. Drea and Marshall were sending me a video on Marco Polo, and I took a screenshot of that and included it because it was a moment that I wanted to document, but like I didn't have anything else related to it to use, so I just took a screenshot and then used that instead. Quote cards are a really good way to document without photos. Okay, I'm thinking something like this. I'm starting to really like it. I want to add this somewhere, but I don't know, maybe, yeah, that can add there. And because I don't want the staple to go through onto the other side, it doesn't bother me when they do, but I don't know what I'm going to be doing on that next page, so I'm going to go ahead and staple it beforehand and then adhere it. You'll see, though, on, I think it was, sorry, I have the hiccups, this page right here, I stapled on this banner, and they showed up on the other side. That type of stuff doesn't bother me. I honestly don't even really notice it. But if I'm thinking about it ahead of time, I feel like why not? Why not just throw the staple on there beforehand? There you go. Photo of your medicine or tissue box or things like that. I have a ton of like medicine bottle photos or photos of like when I am sick and I'm like either in the bed or on the couch. I'll either take a photo of like my legs. So say I'm on the couch, I'll take a photo of my legs on the couch, or maybe like my hand resting on my blanket that's over my legs. So it's like photos of things that don't have to be my face because the last thing I want is like a selfie or, photos while I'm not feeling well. That's just if I remember, though. If it's usually not on the top of my mind when I'm not feeling well, so I stick to a lot of the other tips that we shared, but I guess it depends on like what you have available. Sorry, that was like a weird put together sentence because I was thinking halfway through it. I don't really know what I was thinking about. I just felt like I was missing something all of a sudden. I don't think I am. I'm thinking I like the way this is turning out. I'm going to adhere those, and then I think I'm going to stop while I'm ahead because it's looking really the way I want it to look. Let's see, where's my... I have scratch paper around here somewhere. I'll just use liquid adhesive to make it easy. So let me know your thoughts is the lighting the same as it has been? Is it better? Is it worse? What are your thoughts on it? I'm totally fine if it looks exactly the same. One of the main reasons for getting my new lighting system was because it was so much smaller physically, so that I could leave them up and it wouldn't be a distraction. We live in a very small apartment, so I don't have a ton of space in my little area. So they're nice and compact for me, but I am curious from your guys' end what you're seeing. Not as bright. The evenness is actually one of the first things I noticed, is just how even the lighting is. Let's see. The brightness. The brightness is actually something I have been controlling on my computer. So if it's ever not bright enough or like not saturated enough or anything like that, I can always change that. I did just brighten it up a tiny bit when you said that. But yeah, just always looking to improve the little things that make a viewing or a live stream more enjoyable. I might be one of the only people that pays attention to like super detailed things like that when I'm watching other people's videos. So it could just be a personal thing. I think I'm good with that. I wouldn't say I'm in love with it. Like, I love this one. I wouldn't say I'm super in love with it, but it does the trick. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to number 7. Let's see. That includes finding it, which is always the hard part. There it is. Okay. Need to find. I don't know where I put my. I was like, I'm gonna lay these out all nice. I was telling you guys where I was putting everything when I first started, and I completely lost my typed out journaling. Bad lighting or audio. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yeah, bad lighting and audio is something that I'm really picky about when I'm not only making videos, but also watching them. I figured I wasn't the only one out there. I'm actually just going to go ahead and use the paper trimmer for this. I'm always nervous right now that, like, when I'm doing this portion of it, that I'm just going to slice some of my words completely in half, because I've done it so many times, and it's the worst having to, ooh, I almost did it right there, having to retype like an entire thing because I chopped off half of a word. Okay, Caitlin, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. Cody watches streamers on Twitch constantly. They're always on. So we have a lot of like lighting and video and streaming watching knowledge, I guess you could call it, like knowledge just from watching of what we prefer and what we don't prefer and what we, things like that. So the fact that you guys also watch streamers, that means a lot. Good night, Mandy. Thank you so much for joining in, even for a little bit. It was nice to chat with you. Our worlds are colliding. Ooh, I'm getting appreciation from so many Twitch gamer watchers, whatever we're gonna call them. Cody, are you paying attention to our chat?
No.
We're getting compliments from boyfriends and husbands and friends that watch Twitch streamers on our setup, our production setup. That was the one thing. Honestly, okay, so to put it into perspective, when I first decided I wanted to start streaming, Cody and I had decided that Twitch was what I was looking for because I explained to him like what I wanted specifically, and then we started working through it. We're very logical, or Cody is. I'm not, but Cody brings that side out of me. So we started making lists of like the pros and cons of YouTube versus Twitch, and ultimately the reason we went with Twitch was the options to customize things, but also the community building aspects of it. But we started working on this April of last year, so about a year ago to this month. And it's funny because I was telling Drea about my plans, like I'm gonna start streaming and I'm gonna go with Twitch in July when we were driving to Palm Springs for our crafty weekend last year. And so the fact that it's finally like here and happening is really exciting. See, I feel like gamers and scrapper, or like gamers and crafters at least, is like a common coupling. I like it. I like it a lot. Yes, see, I knew I brought it up again and was talking about it to you, Carolee. It is a cool platform. One of my favorite things about it is the community building aspect, and because community is so important to me, I loved that I was able to really make the whole thing focus around that. And it's like YouTube, I felt like it was one-off streams, so I'd do a live stream and then I'd do another live stream and it would just get lost amongst my YouTube videos and stuff. Here it's like we all just come back to our fun little clubhouse and get crafty. It's like having a tree house and like all of you and your friends go after school and go like play board games and stuff in your tree house. This is like our little clubhouse tree house thing. Oh, thanks, Drea. Yeah, the solo hobby thing is a serious point. Cody and I talk about that a lot actually because we just find like human interaction interesting. I like this one. I'm gonna go with this one, but maybe this one too. Maybe I like all three of these, honestly. Maybe there's a way I can include all three of them. I probably should just stop while I'm ahead and use them in separate layouts, but I am gonna fussy cut all three of them because I want to use them. That's a big thing, yes. Same room, but doing separate things. Cody and I, before we lived in the apartment we live in now, we lived in a studio apartment that was truly like a shoebox. So our desks were like right next to each other. And we would go like entire nights not even talking to each other. He would be either playing games or watching streamers play games, and I would be crafting and watching YouTube videos. And I think it's really relaxing to be able to do that, like be in the same room with your person, whoever that person is, even if you guys are doing separate activities. I don't know where the line for this top one is because it's white and it blends in with the paper, so I'm just guessing. Looks pretty good compared to the other ones. Ooh, this is hard to fussy cut. I'm gonna warn you, if you have not fussy cut these tags already, they are not fun to fussy cut. The top of it. The rest of it's pretty standard. It does count as quality time. Zelda. Cody, are you watching video games right now? Oh. Cody is not watching video games right now. Oh. He's watching a guy review a car. I don't know if him from across the room, I don't know if his voice turns the mic on or not. We have like a threshold set so that it doesn't catch every single noise that's going on in our apartment or in the city below us. Because my desk is back right up to the window where all the noise comes in. It's so funny to me. I like get so excited seeing all of this conversation because like we all knew that we had crafting in common. But like without this something as silly as like a stream for us all to come and chat live on, I would have never known that so many of you guys that video games played such an important role in so many other people's lives. Who's playing Super Mario Bros. 2? Mario is my jam. Oh, I love the word copacetic. Am I the only one? That's a really good word. I never use it, but I like it a lot. Oh, Super Mega Baseball too. I saw FIFA in there. Isn't that football? FIFA. I'm not a gamer. Oh, it's soccer. I knew it was a sport. Give me some credit here. If it's not real life sports, I don't know very much about it. Not that I know very much about real life sports. FIFA.
No, you didn't.
Oh, FIFA.
FIFA.
There's only two ways you could say it. FIFA or FIFA. Both of them sound like cat names to me. Oh, my little FIFA. Isn't she so precious with her little dress on? Oh, maybe it's a dog, like a little Pomeranian. Super Mario's. Super Mario Brothers, Mario Kart, pretty much any Mario is my jam. I live for Mario Party and Mario Kart. Currently on the Switch because Cody's brother has the Nintendo 64. But one day we will get that back and we'll be Super Mario Brothering up a storm. Trying to figure out where I'm putting these. I could do like a little clustery thing. Donkey Kong. We still have, Cody and I have all of like our, all the years of the gaming consoles. And the other day I pulled out one of my Game Boys. Couldn't tell you which one because I don't really remember. It wasn't like it was like either an Advance or no, it was the SP, the little flippy guy. Looked like a little mini laptop or like a big cell phone. And I was playing Super Mario, I don't know, Mario World. What are those called?
Which one?
For the Game Boy, the SP, the Mario game. Super Mario World, Super Mario Brothers? Is it just Super Mario Brothers?
I don't remember what it was actually called.
Anyway,
just like the
yeah,
normal
just like
Mario game.
Exactly, the normal Mario game. And in the game I had saved, I was on like World 6 or something like that. I couldn't even get past World 2 when I started playing. I don't have any sort of skills at all whatsoever. I couldn't even hardly follow my little Mario running through the screen because he goes so fast. I love this floral cluster and I've been eyeing it for like many, many layouts. See? Soccer is football in every other country except for ours, pretty much. So.
Yeah, but we call it soccer.
But I still was semi-correct. Thank you.
You were correct without knowing you were correct.
Thank you for pointing that little bit of knowledge out.
Which is the worst kind of being correct.
Oh yeah, we have 3DSs and we have all sorts of things. And Pokemon is one of my Pokemon and Mario games are pretty much the only thing you can get me to play these days cuz I just am not good at video games. Oh, no, that's not true. I like playing Call of Duty as well. That's actually probably one of my all-time favorite games to play. But I have to play for like hours at a time because it takes me a really long time to get back in the groove of remembering how to move my guy, like move his body and then also move his vision like with the two joysticks. It takes me like hours to figure out how to work that. So by the time I actually am like back in the groove and understanding how to move my guy, I'm like 4 hours in. So it's a full commitment, which is why I rarely ever embark on that adventure.
You're also the type of person that play racing.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you can hear him over there, but I am also the type of person that when I play racing games, I move my entire body to move my car instead of just my. Oh, he's getting a good laugh out of that. I know I'm not the only one that does that though, so I'm just gonna stick by my skills and. What games did you guys stream, Carolee, and what games would you stream if you started up again? Or like genre of games, if that's easier. Same. Mario Kart on Nintendo 64 is, oh my gosh, I could play that for the rest of forever. Finding people to play with me is one of the hardest things because I'm very competitive. My sister, not the one here that's with us, that's crafting with us, my sister Amanda, my oldest sister, is a Mario Kart crazy woman, and she's the only one that will play with me, and it's probably because she's even more competitive on that game than I am. So between the two of us, nobody wants to play with us. Let's see. I like the way this one's coming together. It's kind of blank still, but it's like, I like it. Oh my gosh, yes! My hands hurt so bad. Like, just put aside my arthritis in my hands, just like normal motion is like way exaggerated to the point where like my fingers feel like they're crumbling off after a few minutes because I'm pushing so hard. Oh my goodness, look at that. We could be crafting friends and Nintendo 64 Mario Kart friends. The things that we find out about each other via crafting. I really like these clustered, but I don't think that this goes. So I think I'm going to use this floral on the next layout. And I'm going to not use her either. As much as I love her and think she goes well with these, I don't want it to become too much. So I'm going to look for a different floral cluster that matches a little better. I'm thinking something like maybe this one or actually this one. I like the way that one looks. Nintendo thumb. I'm glad that it has a name. I think Cody used to play one of the Diablo games. Didn't you, Cody?
I play all the Diablo.
He played all the Diablo games. I knew that I recognized it. That's the one that we played on the TV at your parents' house, super huge, right?
It's that many years ago.
Yeah, that was forever ago.
Yeah, that was Diablo 3. But in high school, I played Diablo 2 at the time. Because Chris's friend got us into it.
Oh, okay. Wait, talk one more time. I want to see if my mic picks you up.
Uh,
Oh, it kind of does.
It kind
Yeah, it kind of does. So, Carolee, yes, I am familiar with Diablo 3. I have heard of Left 4 Dead, but that's about all I know about it is that I've heard about it.
Left 4 Dead is fun.
Cody said it's fun, though.
Probably like that one, but it's frustrating because
Oh, yeah, I don't do well with those first-person shooter things. Oh, I almost just chopped this leaf off. I'm getting way too comfortable in my fussy cutting over here. There you go. Look, you guys, we're bonding so much right now. Crafting, video games, animal loving. I knew you were my people outside of crafting. There's like a reason you get along so well with people, and it's usually because you have more things in common than just one. Like, I don't think we'd all get along so well if we were just like sharing our love of crafting. I knew that there had to be more in common. Oh, I played Zelda a lot when I was younger. I always add the because I'm still young. There we go. Oof. That one was hard. A lot of these flowers are the color of like a paper, so it was really hard to see what I was doing. Thank you for applauding me. The view stick and the moving stick, yes. Okay, I'm glad you guys can hear him so I don't have to keep summarizing. I'm gonna adhere these because I like them there. Ooh, what if I added book paper? Never go wrong with that, right? And I just so happen to have a piece here that is already torn to my liking. So I just need to decide which side I want to add it to. If I did this side, it would be cute putting my words over, like my journaling over it, but then this side would look really empty. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put it over here. Also, I just saw that Drea brought up Duck Hunt. I am about that. Yes. Oh man. Oh no, it does. Okay. We're good. We're good. I don't know what I thought was going on. Also, my mom's not here, so I can tell you guys a story about her. I invited her. It's not that I didn't want her here. She just is a busy lady. When we were younger, at some point we had a Wii, you know, like the original Wii, and we got this. Are you laughing at the story I'm telling?
yes, because she denies that this ever happened.
She does deny that this ever happened, but it's the truth, my friends. So we had this game for it that was like this.
Wait, is Ashley still here? Back this up.
Ash, are you here? Anyway, we had this game that was like a shooting game for the Wii, and it was a game that you put your Wii controller into this, like, I think it was like a bow and arrow. So like you put the Wii controller in and then you like pointed the whole item at the TV, and like I don't remember what you shot, but you shot something on the TV. And one Saturday, my mom, she's also very competitive, so I forgive her. Pook is here. Ash is here. She's very competitive like the rest of us. I think the two of us or three of us, I don't remember who was all there, but I know it was at least my mom and I, played that game for like 6 hours, and she refused to quit because she had to beat all the levels. And it's one of my greatest memories because I don't know. I just love seeing so much of myself in her, and that was a moment when I was like, "Yep, that's definitely my mom." I'm just tearing off the little pieces that are like hanging over. Here? Yeah, that's where I had them. But I think I had them opposite. No, like this. Like this. Yeah. I like it. And then I need something to put underneath this to help it stand out a bit more. Where's my thing of labels? Here. This is a good conversation. I'm trying to decide which one I want to use, and I don't really like any of them for it, so maybe I will use one of these guys. This little today is cute, and it goes well with this color, so I think I'm gonna do that. I might be able to cut this one with my big scissors. I might mess it up terribly. We'll see. Oh, I'm already messing it up terribly. Turned out okay. Overcooked? What do you play it on?
Playing on the Switch.
Okay, I thought I recognized the name. Where you run the little person around?
Yeah, and you cook the food.
Yes, I thought that that's what it was. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
They probably, I would assume they make it for more than one console system thing. Ooh, you know what I should have done here? I should have... Nope, never mind. I don't like it. Let's see. I forgot that I had all of these already cut out. So, like, we probably could have found something really cute to add in here. We probably could have done like a split type thingy-mabob. We'll have to save that for another layout. What is this? This is cute. It says sermon notes, but like that's not what this is about, so I could always just kind of cover that portion of it up since it does not have to do with this prompt, and then I could have two little folder things. What else could we do here? Yes, Cody and I played that for like a day. I'm the type of person where I get really bored with things easily. So it's pretty much all or nothing for me. I either love a game so much that I play it nonstop and you can't pry me away from it, or I'm like, oh, this is fun, but I'd rather be like crafting or doing something else. And I think that that's how that Overcooked game ended up for me. I was like, oh, that was fun, but now I'm ready to move on. It's cute, but it's really big. You have some... I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this one. Super Meat Boy.
You would not be able to play that.
I have not. Cody said I would not be able to play it. I don't know for what reason. Skill level?
Skill level.
Oh, skill
Yes.
level. Skill level.
Skill level.
Because of skill level, he said that I would not be able to play that one. I always trust his judgment on that because he seems to know my skill level pretty well.
It's just running and jumping is the understatement of the year.
You must be more.
It's just running and jumping.
You must be more skilled than you think you are.
Look, Carolee agrees.
Yeah, Caitlin, you must be more skilled than you think you are. Which I'm applauding you for, by the way. It's always great when you find out you're more skilled than you thought you were. And I'm happy to be the person to help you realize that. Basically, think about teaching like your grandma how to play a video game, and the games that you could teach her how to play, those are the games you could probably teach me how to play. So, I don't know what I want to add something, but I don't know what I want to add. I kind of wish I put this behind these. Or maybe not, I don't know. I know I want more, if you couldn't tell. I just don't know what I want to add. And I want a tab right here, but I don't want that one because it's a little too bold. I want something more subtle. So I'm thinking, be like this. Cody, you're not supposed to expose my secrets to the world. It's true though. Mahjong is my jam. But like the really old one that's not like 3D, it's like very flat on the computer. And there's only like 2 options that you can pick. That's cute. I also like it's not a video game, but since we're talking about games, I'm a huge board game person. I love board games. Not like super intricate board games like you might be thinking. Like just board games. Family board game night type things. And I really love Mancala. Although they do have digital versions of that. And Cody, please tell me you just saw Drea's comment.
Nope.
No, he was definitely talking about my favorite. Or his grandma's. Yes, it could have also been his grandma's, but no.
Nope.
He was just talking about me. They do have a digital version of Mancala now, and they have the version where you can play it in texting. My sister Ashley and I, the one that's here, we play that in our text messages, Mancala. It's a really good one. I put that on crooked kind of on accident, kind of on purpose. I couldn't make up my mind, and so shut up, you guys. Now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do to like kind of blend that together. You guys are little peas in a pod over here laughing at my skill level. I wasn't joking when I said think about the games you would be able to teach your grandma. I could play Mahjong for hours. On the computer. Not like, I know that you can do like real life Mahjong. I'm not about that. That's not my jam. I knew I could not be the only one that likes Mahjong.
Oh no, is there another Mahjong fan?
Yes.
Oh, what's that new board game that we got that we but is really fun?
Um, I don't remember. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm still distracted by the fact that Jen likes Mahjong. Like, I'm just so excited that I'm amongst that wait, more? Hold on. I'm missing things because I'm crafting. Where's Carolee talking about Mahjong? Oh, okay, there it is. I see you. I see you guys having my back. My favorite board game. I have not heard of Codename. I don't think. Oh man, I love board games. I don't know. Monopoly? No, absolutely not. I hate Monopoly more than almost any other board game that has ever existed. If you play Monopoly with me, it will 98% always end up in me either not talking to you for a few days or me crying. One of the two. There's not really an in-between. There's not another outcome of it, unfortunately. I just realized that I have these triangles, and I'm thinking like doing a little triangle doodad over here, but it might compete with this, so I might have to save that for another layout. We keep getting like layouts ahead of ourselves, or at least I do over here. But I'm really loving this. So this is fun. It's good. It's a good kind of ahead of myself. Back to board games. Pook, why do you keep switching between your thing and Rudy's thing? Or is that Rudy telling me Battleship? Or no, yeah, you definitely changed, unless we're talking to Rudy now, which I'm all for. Okay, see, that's why Carolee, that's actually the one reason I clarified traditional like family game night board games, because I know that you have told me about I know that you've told me about Ryan's like love of board games, and I'm not like that type of board game lover. That's too intricate for me. I like things like Sorry and shut up, Cody. What is the other one? Trouble. Those types of board games.
You were probably the type of kid that played the Mousetrap board game.
Shut up. Mousetrap was not that bad. Okay, Cody likes to make fun of me because being the youngest of all of the children.
Oh, no. Don't admit to this. Don't
I am not embarrassed about this, Cody. Cody's embarrassed for me, but I am not embarrassed about this, you guys. Also, I will worry about you are doing Pook because it's confusing me. I don't know if I'm talking to you or Rudy, but Battleship is a good one. We do own it and we do play it. I like Battleship. I always lose at Battleship as well. We're talking about Magic now. I know what that is at least, but Operation. Ooh, it makes me really angry.
You're not gonna finish your story?
I will. I'll finish my story. I'm just catching up on comments really quick while I adhere my prompt down, and then I will finish my story so that everyone can make fun of me. Yes, Operation. I never had Mousetrap either, so I know what kind of insult he was getting at there, but unfortunately, I have to disappoint you, Cody. We didn't have Mousetrap. It was too intricate, and I think it was really expensive. I think it was like a $30 board game, which I'm pretty sure, and I don't think my mom would have ever been about a $30 board game for us. She probably would have said, like, are you crazy, or are you smoking something? You know, those types of phrases, like, absolutely not type of thing. We did play a lot of board games, though. We just didn't, the super fancy, intricate ones, like, took more time to set up than they actually did to play. Okay, I love Sorry. Drea, I'm coming over to play Mousetrap with Marshall, I guess, because it sounds like you guys have it. Guess Who is good, and Kerplunk is very good. Clue, oh my gosh, Clue is super good. Oh yeah, we did love trivia games. We had like Disney trivia. Guess Who is fun. I like that one. Okay, so what I was gonna say earlier was I'm the youngest of all the children, and so excluding Ashley, which is the sister here, who has always been like my best friend and the best human. My other two sisters were not as kind to me when we were little, and they refused to play board games with me or any type of games with me for that matter, and they really pretty much wanted nothing to do with me, as most big sisters do until you like grow out of that phase. So I played board games by myself, and Cody thinks it's hilarious. He loves to make fun of me for it, but like a lot of my weekends when I was super little, I just played board games by myself when I was like at my dad's house and stuff because that's what there was to do. And so yeah, I'm not embarrassed, Cody, and I refuse to be embarrassed by that. It's really difficult to figure out how to play different board games by yourself without cheating, okay? And I did it. And I think that's an accomplishment in itself. It's very character building. But it also means that, like, now I love board games, and Cody is not a board game person, so I pretty much have to beg.
With all your friends haven't seen.
What?
What?
Oh my gosh, okay, see, I knew it. I knew. I was not the only one. I played Monopoly by myself, too. Hurley, you're an older sister. Were you playing? Were you playing with your siblings? Because if so, you were doing older sistering right. Oh my gosh, Carolee played with her younger siblings.
Trooper.
You get an award. If I had a I don't know what I'm cutting this out for. I just really liked it. I'm not using that. If I had like a little ribbon I could give you, I would. Yeah, see, okay, Jen, you get me. You understand what I'm talking about. My older sisters did not want to play with me either. Ashley did. Her and I played Barbies a lot and things like that. But when I would go to my dad's house, I was the odd man out, and nobody wanted to play board games with me. My stepmom would sometimes play with me, and that was really fun. But like when she was busy or something, then I just made do and I played by myself. And yes, Pook, I still play board games by myself if I need to. If the need arises, I am not above playing playing board games just on my own. I always feel weird because we get new people here every time m- calling my sister Pook. Her name is Ashley. So I just always feel like I need to clarify that my mother didn't, or like her birth given name was not Pook. It's just like the nickname that stuck, and it's the only thing I ever call her, so it feels really out of place to call her by her actual name. Oh, Stratego. I only know anything about that from Cody, and it stresses me out just thinking of it because it has so much involved.
Oh, does it? It's very
Probably not.
like the little like has a number on it, and that was like the power of the like move the pieces and you fight each other with them.
So I'll go ahead and say it again. That has way too much involved in it. This is just too much.
I played that one.
Yeah, Risk has a lot involved in it as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I think I tried to play that
No one
with
ever wants to play
Cody. Didn't I
Risk.
try to play that with you one time?
Yeah, I think so.
I got bored.
10 minutes.
Yeah, it was like 10 minutes. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go do something else. This is boring. My nana, like one of my nanas and I, we always would play Dune. Has anybody ever played Dune or knows what Dune is? Because every time I bring it up, people are like, I have never even heard of Dune.
The book.
No, the board game, which is probably based after the book. I've never read the book. I've only played the board game. And I was so about it when I was little. Like, it was my favorite game. I couldn't wait to go to Nana's house to play Dune. No. I mean, it was probably based after, like, the book and the movie, I'm sure. I've never seen the book. I've never read the book or seen the movie. But, like, I could easily picture the movie based on just knowing about the game. It's like you're in the desert and you have like little spice. You have like spices and yeah, it was the board game for that. I should probably watch the movie now so that I.
You should read the book.
Uh, it sounds like it's going to be a really thick book, and I just am not afraid to admit that I don't like really thick books. Oh, so is there like an original movie and then they're remaking it? Um, I think I'm just gonna keep this one kind of simple and just put my journaling right here and then be done with this one. Maybe, should I stamp something on there? Probably. Let's do that. I have such bad hiccups tonight. The original had Sting in it, the original movie. Well,
What?
I'm the type of person I like to watch the original of movies and the new version of it so I can like compare them. So maybe I'll just have to watch both of them. I dropped that. Okay. Like normal, I am just grabbing my everyday things stamp set from my shop, and I'm just going to use a simple phrase on this tab right here. I'm going to go with documented. It's an easy phrase that just works for like everything. I'm gonna do like this weird angle here so that the page is flat on the desk because I did already stick it to the page and I don't want it to be all like wonky and not stamping correctly. Nice. I'm going to grab out my Xyron machine for this journaling just because there's a bunch of them and I don't feel like individually putting adhesive on them. Basically, this just puts like a sticker backing on these strips or whatever you put through here. Okay. You just pull it through and then I just use my bone folder to press everything down to make sure that the adhesive is stuck to the back. Yes, these little Xyron things are so handy. You definitely do need to add it to your Amazon cart or grab one the next time you're at Hobby Lobby because you can use your 40% off coupon. I think it makes it like $7 if you use your coupon, or maybe it's like $5. I don't know. It's some crazy. That's where I got mine. It's like some crazy inexpensive price for what it is. And I think I'll just kind of put these kind of like wonky. I kind of do this thing where I hold it out like this, and then the first place it lands when I put my hands down is where I stick it, and it gives it a more natural wonkiness instead of like a forced one. Okay. Wait, who has huge ones? Hobby Lobby or Amazon? I have seen the huge ones and I am like, no, you don't need to make full pages of scrapbook paper into stickers. It's just not something that's a necessity for you. But my brain usually thinks otherwise, so I feel ya on that. I've been avoiding a large Xyron machine for way too long. Oh, Amazon. And then sometimes there's like extra glue on the sides of it, and I just use my glue eraser and just go between them because it bothers me. If it doesn't bother you, then It really only bothers me when it like pills up, and it did on this particular layout. Yeah, making things into stickers with this Xyron machine, I will warn you. You're gonna, when you first get it, you're probably gonna sticker everything. Everything will become a sticker. Like, you can make trash into stickers. It's wonderful, but it's also a tad bit dangerous. And you can like play it all off as like, well, I need to learn how to use it, so I should probably make a bunch of things into stickers so that I know what I'm doing. Been there. Get it. I also love toys and playing with stuff. Something needs to go down here, but I don't really know what, so let's see. I can throw like a I want to force it, that's the thing. Maybe like this one, I will come back around to the bottom portion of this. There's a very fine line for me personally between like too much and not enough. Oh, I have an idea. I'll do a piece of washi. I'll do like 2 overlapping strips of washi. And then this. Oh, okay, so you did have a Xyron machine. So you already know how fun it can be. I got you. You know what I've been really wanting to repurchase and find and then repurchase? Because it's not easily found. What are those things? You had like a kit of them, and they were like kind of like, they were circles, but they had like little holes in them, and then they were like jagged on the edge, and you stuck them in the circle thing, and then you put your pen in them, and you went around like this, and it made that thingy. You know what I'm talking about? Well, I don't have mine anymore, and I would really like to have one again, so anybody ever comes across them, send it my way. The link. I don't want this to be too... Thank you, yes, yes. That is what I'm talking about, Carolee. Yes, a spirograph. That's why I keep you guys, because you remember the things for me. Do they really sell them at Michael's? Are they the same, or are they like a new fashioned one that is not nearly as fun? Because like, I want the fun one. Ash, didn't you recently get a spirograph thingy for the boys? Or am I imagining that? Need another washi to layer right there. I'm thinking something somewhat muted. Can't ever go wrong with some grid. Oh, okay. Well, then I need to just go check Michael's, because then I can use my 40% off coupon. I can get my play on. You know what else I've been looking for? But I've actually been looking... I've actually been looking for these for years, but they stopped selling them forever ago for, like, health reasons. Do you guys remember blow pens? I'd really like to get some of them. But apparently people were, like, inhaling instead of exhaling, and, like, the ink would... Yeah. It'd, like, suck up the ink. Which you can imagine why that would be disastrous. But I'd really like to find those as well. Good night, Larissa. See you on Saturday. Saturday's going to be a fun one because I'm going to try to make it a little longer than our usual 2 hours. So bring a snack and get ready. No. Not bubbles like gum. Are you thinking of the little tiny straw that you put the big glob of goopy stuff at the end, and then you blow and it makes like the big bubbles like bubble gum. Is that what you're thinking of, Andrea? Also, I never call you by your full name, either by your like birth given name. I just call you Dre or Drea, and so it felt really strange just now to call you by your full name. There we go. I think that ties it all together. They used to have like little mini versions of that bubblegum stuff in the gumball machines at the grocery store. Okay. I think I'm gonna do one more. I'm feeling like I got my crafty groove on. Just gonna go for one more. Let's see. Where's number 8? I just saw it around here. Oh, there it is. Nope, that's 18. There it is. Halfway through saying it, I like paused because it felt odd. I felt like I was talking to the wrong person. When we're in public or like just like various places and I hear somebody like my family or Cody call me Susanna, it weirds me out. People in my family and close friends even rarely call me by my full name. Very, very rarely, actually. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. I think I bumped the camera. Yeah, it sounds like, ugh, like what? I don't know, it just sounds weird. I guess that's what happens when you have a name that can be shortened, which I feel like most names can be. This one is very hard to cut out. I'm cutting out like a yellowish label. This light yellow, I cannot tell where it ends and where the like sticker paper begins. That's how I feel as well. Okay, I have to ask, what is your name outside of your like username right there? What is it? Silver Mercedes? Is your name Mercedes? Or is it something completely different? I like to know people's real names outside of their usernames. Cody and I have like random weird nicknames for each other that make no sense to anyone. And then my mom calls me baby because I'm the youngest of the family. My dad calls me Nudoso. My sister calls me Pook, even though she's the one that named me. And then my other sisters and the rest of my family pretty much calls me, and all of my close friends and everything, they all call me Suze. So I rarely hear my full name like ever, ever, ever. I hope it's okay that I've been calling you Jen. I always feel like I need to ask when people have like nicknames that are only from their family or their close friends, like if it's okay. This one I'm kind of just winging it. I'm gonna slop some things down. Oh, okay. Sylvia. Okay, I'm gonna remember that. Actually, I'm gonna add it to my cheat sheet right here. Where's my pencil? I have a cheat sheet in front of me that I keep people's names with their usernames on, so that now I know everyone that's on here like by their name, but it helps me memorize. Okay, so I'm not the only one that has that thing where they feel weird when people call them by my name. I call my oldest sister Sissy, and then my second oldest sister Pook. And then my other sister, her name is Heather, and we just call her Heath. So it's like a shortened version, like Sue's. Ooh, this is a good one for this. Wait, I didn't use this on the last layout, even though I cut it out to go on there. Well, okay, that's fine. I think I'll use this one on here. Bunkies? Well, then I don't feel so bad that Cody and I have strange. I call Cody Jub, and he calls me. What do you call me?
All sorts of
He
things.
calls me all sorts of things. We're a very strange family, though, like where nicknames change daily, and they usually are brought about by like the strangest of things, like the color of socks you're wearing or something like that. I don't know. We're just very weird. See what else you guys are saying. Actually, Jen, your name isn't even on my cheat sheet. So you can go ahead and be impressed with me if you'd like. I don't know how I remembered your name. I just maybe seeing it on Instagram. Yeah, your name is probably the only one that's not on there. I am horrible with names as well. Like absolutely horrible, which is why I had to create that cheat sheet in the first place, because in one of the previous streams I was getting so frustrated that like I couldn't remember people's names after they had just told me what they were. So putting them on that little sticky note in front of me, and then like a few streams have passed now and I've been using regular names instead of screen names, and so now I'm finally starting to remember them. So pretty soon I will be able to toss that sticky note and then add a new one for any new friends that we make here in our stream. Oh, we call Fiona Bean. Among other things, our animals also have like 20 nicknames each. Most of which they actually respond to, which is the funniest part about it. Let's use a card on this one. I don't like that. I thought I did, but I don't on here at least. Maybe I should. Fiona is the gray and white one, the one that is always having health issues, and then Ellie is the little tiny brick, the petite one. And we call Fiona Bean. I've called her that since I got her forever ago. And then Ellie, we call her LB, like LB, like the letters L and B. And I don't really know how that came about, but it did at some point and it just stuck. Ooh, that one, this is a cute sticker. Oh my gosh, I love that. Willie. But I love that his name is Wilbur. That's such a good name for an animal. Oh. That's an interesting theory, Carolee. Unfortunately, no. Fiona is our first cat. She's been around the longest. She's been. Well, because her name is Fiona, and when I first got her, what did I used to call her? Oh, she was really little and she was a beast, and so I always used to call her different nicknames. And then one day I called her Feeny, like Fini, but pronounced like Mr. Feeny from Boy Meets World, so like Feeny. And then nicknames evolved from there. So from there she was like Feeny Beanie, and then it just ended up getting shortened to Bean, and she's been Bean for like years and years and years. Ooh, this is cute. I like where this one's going. Also, I love that your dog has multiple middle names. Our cats have first, middle, and last names as well. Because what kind of parents would we be if we did not give our animals middle names?
Yeah, except what is Fiona's middle name?
Fiona's middle name is Cat, so it's a little bit descriptive of her kind, but sometimes it's just necessary. And then Ellie's middle name is Basil, because I really wanted to name her Basil, but Cody refused, so I at least got the middle name. Snaky. Yes, you can see that I'm very good with naming things. Oh my goodness. Those are some of the best animal names I have ever. Veruca and Tallulah.
Oh no.
Excuse me while I just start recording all of these names for future animals that I will have to buy, or rescue, sorry, that I'll have to, by buy I mean like from the shelter. I'll have to rescue in order to name them these things. Professor Phineas Thorin Wigglebutts? Oh my gosh, you guys are so good. This is too good. Ruby Evangeline McNubbins. Daisy May. Okay, we have some really, really good names in here. Veruca's middle name is Godzilla. Yeah, Charlie May, I think I might be her #1 fan. I'm like a teenager at a concert where you're like screaming your face off and crying when you see the like band member. That's me with Charlie. She feels the same about me though, so it's a mutual love. It's a mutual excitement. Aren't these the coolest names? Oh my goodness. I'm taking note. Oh, I guess I should see how long my text or my oh, it's super short. So if I put that there, put this here, like cut them and put them here. That might be good for this one. I feel like it needs a little something up here, so maybe I'll do a floral cluster that's like falling off the page and just kind of tie it all together. The feeling is so mutual. Goodness, I could just like squeeze her forever. Every time I see a picture of her, I just get tears in my eyes of excitement. But that happens with most animals. Also, I just pretty much died the other day when you were feeding her a cucumber. Oh, goodness. She's so gentle. That dog that I was telling you guys about that we had, the Rottweiler Pitbull mix, we used to be able to tell her, we'd hold something and we'd tell her bite, and she's this huge dog with this huge head, and she would like lift her lips open a little, her like dog lips, and like put her tiny little front teeth on whatever it was we were telling her to bite, and just take like the smallest little bite. And it's still one of the things that I remember the most about her is like her tiny little bites with her like huge body. That there. Put our floral cluster up here. Ooh, I think I'm going to put some washi before I do my florals. Okay, so I'm going to stick this to the table for a minute. What? How exciting! I'm applauding for you right now, Jen. Congratulations on winning your TN. That's super exciting. Okay, what color matches this? Let's go for something. Where are the other ones? Maybe I will go with a simple ruler washi. Like a nice, simple pattern that doesn't distract too much. Still gives a little something. Put that right there. Ooh, I love that you can see the ruler washi through it. Also, while we're here, I just want to tell you guys how excited I am. I have 8 subscribers here, which means we have 8 people that are like the coolest humans ever, and that makes me so excited. If you're one of those 8 people, thank you. I appreciate you. I mean, I appreciate all of you, obviously, but like, you know what I'm saying. I'm going to take some of this ruler washi and put it down here as well, now that I put some up here, just to kind of even things out. And I think I'm going to add some wood grain washi as well. Because I feel like it needs a little something. This will give it that nice pop. Fit right here. Just like right above it. And then a quick piece over here because I like for things to be a little bit even. Swoop. Maybe I want it up a little higher. I think I do. Like right there. Oh, I love that floral cluster so much. Yeah, I think I finally found my groove. It always happens to me, you guys. Right as we're ending our stream, I always find my groove. Which is hard on these weeknight streams where, like, people gotta go to sleep, you know, to go to work or whatever they have to do the next day. Let's see if I can get another one where I don't chop them in half, because that would be really nice. Oof, as I said that, I seriously just almost chopped this phrase in half. Last one. Nice. Another, it's like 3 tonight that I have managed not to chop in half. Who needs baths? I was always the kid that hated baths, so. Oh my gosh, by 5. Now that is an early time to wake up. Unless you're a morning person, because Drea, I know you wake up at like 4:30 or 5 just like because your eyes pop open, which is like the craziest thing. I will never understand. 5:30? Oh my gosh, you guys are crazy. I mean, you probably don't have a choice, so it's not like you being like, oh, I'd like to wake up at 5:30. Still crazy though. Okay. Stick this down. I'm excited for Saturday's stream to be a little longer than our normal 2 hours. But at the same time, I would have never, honestly, I would have never thought that socializing with my computer would be so exhausting. But every time I'm done streaming, I'm like ready to get in bed and like sleep for the next 3 years. Probably because I do more talking in a stream than I usually do like all week combined. Good night, Jen. We'll see you in the next one. All right, there we go. I kind of overlapped those on accident, but it doesn't look bad, so I'm going to leave them. I'm not a morning person at all. Yeah. Alrighty. With that said, finished up this layout, keeping it simple, and I am going to go ahead and end our stream here. So as you guys know, I announce all of the stream times and schedules on Twitter and Instagram, so be sure you're following on either one or both of those, depending on which one you prefer. You can also join the Creatives Club Facebook group. There's a link to it in my Instagram bio. The stream on Saturday is at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it'll be a bit longer than our usual 2 hours, so if you can't make it at the first portion, then we should still be around when you get to us. What else can I tell you guys? We now have our subscription option available. So if you have Amazon Prime, you do get a free Twitch subscription so that if you need to know how to use that, you can click the link in my Instagram bio. It is called subscription, stream subscriptions and FAQs, I believe it is called. I changed the name a couple times, so it might be slightly different than that, but it's something close to that in my Instagram bio. And yeah, don't forget to follow along here on Twitch because it does help out my channel, but it also helps us reach more people so that other crafters can find us and join our little community here. Thank you guys so much for crafting along with me. Today was super fun and I loved hanging out with you as always. I cannot wait for Saturday's stream, again, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you have any questions, just let me know on Instagram. And then don't forget to share everything that you worked on tonight with our hashtag #MIMCraftyStream so that I can go stalk it after I'm done here and see what you guys have been working on. Alrighty, friends. Thank you so much again for joining, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!